Okay, welcome to a very short tutorial for Nekotopia. This is going to walk you through the dashboard that's been created to support you. Obviously, you'll spend most of your time in the torus, but if you wanna set up, then this is this is how you do it. So look, you have an account already. We're not going to go through the account creation process. When you have your account, go to here, and you're gonna log in. You're going to log in with the username and password that was created by you. The first screen you see is just an overview of the system, the availability, the status, your health, what services you've subscribed to. So, for example, you may just have a basic account, so you've got access to the torus. Is that enabled? Is it not? Have you enabled the VLAN services, for example, the layer 2 services, the Ethernet services? Do you need to use those? Do you not? That'll all be summarized here at the top. Different accounts, different levels. So the 3 account types, basic, plus, and pro, you'll be listed here in those types. You'll see what you've got, and what you've got access to will be recorded across the top. You can see the health of the system. And then at the bottom here, you've got a performance graph, which is your bandwidth utilization graph. So if you're logged in and you're pushing packets, you'll see that graph being populated. All right, so you've logged in. You've requested a VPN account. You've been granted a VPN account. If you go to VPN configuration, then you'll see the listings here. You'll see on the right. Anyone who's got an account, who's logged in, will be listed here. If they have an account but they haven't logged in haven't logged in yet, you won't see them. But under connection details, you've got some information about your VPN connection. So the private IP address is unique to you, and is your unique private address on the torus. So people can reference you using this IP address once they're enabled on the torus themselves. So let's say someone wants to talk to me, then they'll target 10.254.17.103. That's my IP on the torus. The endpoint is the public IP of the torus gateway that you're going to connect to. So when you set up your WireGuard client, the remote endpoint is this IP address, and this IP address is regionally scoped. So for the moment, our regional hub is US Ohio. If I want to change that to Oregon, for example, I click on Oregon, change hub. It migrates my entire configuration to that new hub, and you'll see that the private IP address changed from 17 to 18 in the 3rd octet. This is a new IP address. This is me in Oregon. Let's change this again just to prove the point. Let's go to the UK. We'll change the hub. Again, migrating the whole configuration. And now instead of 18, I'm 100. All right, so this private IP address moves with you as you move around the torus for your regional hub. The idea for the regional hub is to choose the one that's closest to you. That's what you should use. It reduces your ping times. It also improves your performance on the torus, locally, regionally. Now, if you want to jump across multi-regions, then that's fine. You can route traffic across from London to the US to Singapore, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. But try and choose a regional hub that's closest to you. That's going to give you the best experience. The allowed IP addresses, these are torus IP subnets. They are scoped pretty wide. /16's a lot of IP space, but you don't need to have that whole /16. You can cut that to what you want to allow on the torus. This is what basically it tells WireGuard to route. So commonly you may have heard this is called a split tunnel. It basically means on your remote device, you're telling your remote device what packets do I want to send over this VPN. And so in this case, those 2 /16s are going to be sent over the VPN. So it will install 2 routes on your local machine, 10.254/16, 10.255/16, and any packets going to those 2 destination subnets are sent over the WireGuard. That's it. That's as simple as that. You can change that in your configuration. You won't see that done here, but we'll do that. We'll show that demonstration. We'll download the WireGuard client on, say, a Windows host. We'll manipulate the allowed IPs. We'll change the split tunnel permissions and so on. So if you want to, you can make this as secure as you want it to be. There are some features within the configuration itself that can protect you, but you can protect yourself. You can install firewalls on your remote devices. You can change the routing to only permit certain IPs. Yeah, it's pretty flexible. Okay, so this is that part. The full config green button here downloads the configuration for you. So let's say I'm in California right now. Let's change this to Oregon. Put me back where I should be. Okay, now I can download. So now I'm in Oregon. You can see that here. I can now download the full config by clicking full config. This will then download to my downloads folder. And we'll see here the configuration file is this one. We can edit that. You don't need to, but you can edit that file. It's a text file. You can change what you want inside this file. Let me see if I can just zoom in a wee bit. Maybe it won't let me. Ah, there we go. Zoom. I can't see my keyboard, so I'm just going to use the mouse for now. Alright, so we can do this part here. This is the split tunnel part. We can change this one, so we can remove 255, for example. We can just leave in, I don't know, where will be 18? Sugar, making a mess of this. 18, 17, 18. Dot 0. I really can't see my keyboard. I'm so sorry. I'm making a bit of a mess now. Is it this one? No, that's not it. Come on, Richard. Put these up together. 20, 24. Alright, so like that. So you can. So instead of the /16, you can permit a smaller subnet. This reduces your, I don't know, your security risk by only allowing people who are on 18.0 to see you, and you to see them, obviously. It's a bidirectional thing. So you can change that. That's the split tunnel rules. This is, again, your private IP. That doesn't change. That's fixed for you as long as you stay within this regional hub. That's fixed for you. That doesn't change. The DNS is the torus DNS, so this resolves things like edge.nekotopia.io hosts. So when you connect to the torus, you can share your stuff, and you can create a DNS record, and it points to your private IP. It's simple as that. The endpoint IP, again, public IP address, and this changes as you move around regionally. So that's the configuration file. What we'll do, we'll just quickly we'll just quickly download the WireGuard client and install this just to show the process. Alright, so once you've got the client installed, you can import the tunnel file which you downloaded from the dashboard. Remember we went here, we clicked full download, so yeah, Nekotopia, VPN configuration, full config, downloads the config file, and then within WireGuard, choose your config file, open that, and there you go. And then you can activate that and you'll be online. If you look for the bytes count, you'll see those incrementing once you're online. There we go. It's taken a while just to get on there, but yeah, you'll see this transfer incrementing like that, and that just means that you're passing traffic, heartbeat traffic and hello packets and things like that right now. But we should, if we open a terminal window, let's see if I can see where I'm typing. There we go. And then we'll do a ping to the gateway, which for me, I think was it 18.1? We can check that. So I'm looking for my gateway. 18. So I'm in 18.103. So my subnet is 18 10.254.18.0/24. /24 is per region. So I should be able to ping the gateway now. And there we go. All right. So yeah, that's it. That was simple enough. Hopefully you could follow that. There are some other controls you have here, even as a basic user. So under node controls, you can basically disable your VPN username, which stops you being able to dial in. You see how the transfer rate's increasing here. We can deactivate the WireGuard service just for now. We'll go into the dashboard. We'll disable the WireGuard access policy. We'll go back to the WireGuard client, we'll activate. And even though it activates, this is unfortunately what do you call it, a feature of the software. It does show that it's connected. It says it's active, but it's not. You'll see that the bytes counter is no longer incrementing. This is because we disabled the access. So let's deactivate that. Let's put the torus back on. And then let's try reconnecting, and we should see the byte counter increment. And there we go. All right, so we're back on the torus. The other feature, the other toggle button is full mesh access. You can connect to the VPN, but not allow packets to pass. So you can definitely do that as well. So this will allow you to dial in, access the torus, but not allow people to reach you. I mean, there's not a lot of utility in that, but anyway, the feature is there for you if you want it. You can also enable layer 2 access with this VLAN checkbox here. This allows you, as a basic user, to access the common VLAN 1024, and across 1024 anyone can host any Ethernet services, and you can reach them, they can reach you, and so on. So layer 2 services are a little bit less protected than the IP routing, certainly in this control panel, but you can make security attempts on your remote side. Now, obviously, other account types give you more functionality. Things like shell access, which is like a remote proxy using teleport, zero trust networking, basically. You can subscribe to the NSolo service, which is Nekotopia's single IP address NAT. So it's a one-to-one NAT. You get your own dedicated public IP address, comes to your private IP address. You can have that. And if you upgrade to Pro, you can have the NColo service, which is a routed prefix. We can allocate up to a /29 to you that you can use for whatever purpose, and it's fully routed, and there's no NAT involved in that one. So, yeah, lots of other options, lots of features. The virtual LANs are listed here. If you're a different type of user, the shell, like I said to you, the reverse proxy stuff. But some features are enabled even as a basic user. For example, the reverse tunnel allows you to interact with other users on the torus through the jump post. So you can still have reasonable access even with a no-cost user option. Now, all of this is documented in the wiki. So if you want to read about it, you can go into the wiki and you can get some information about how these services work and how you set them up and all that sort of thing in there. So very welcome to look at those, but for this video, I thank you for your attention and have a great day.